Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm joined by a family friend from Kenya, Alice Coulson, who is just about to publish her very first book of wellbeing recipes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So
Lovely
exciting.
to be here.
Well, we'll talk about that another time because it's not yet published. So I thought what we do is, Alice is the most amazing wellness cook and chef, and you travel around Kenya, don't you, training other cooks and
yes,
all
around Kenya and other countries as well.
So she's going to cook one of my recipes. So this was in the May-June issue, if you've got yours. Don't worry if you haven't got the actual magazine, because we'll put a link to it below, and you can also see it now on Readly, which is the digital app where you can read all the back issues. But if you have got your copy, you will see it on page 86 and 87. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to be making. Absolutely delicious for the summer. Honestly, if you are looking for a show-stopping pudding, or maybe for an alfresco feast, you could take it on a picnic. It's great. It's rose, cardamom and passion fruit tart with a pistachio cream.
Sounds delicious.
I'm so excited. So I'll leave you. You need the recipe there. So do you want to talk us through? You've already made the pastry, haven't you, and cooked that?
Yes, I made a short crust pastry. Then I put that in the fridge to rest for 30 minutes. Then I blind baked it, which is when you put the baking beans with baking paper for about 20 minutes. And yeah, so that's this. That's
and then you've got that lovely glaze. So then did you glaze it again?
Exactly. Then I put it back in the oven.
Whoa. I'm going to drop it.
Brushed it with an egg wash, that's to seal the holes.
Oh, clever.
And I put the holes in to stop it from sort of rising up.
Yeah.
See, to stop these bubbles from rising.
Yeah.
So that's that egg wash to give it a nice golden colour.
Great, so the base is all there, and
yes,
all the ingredients and everything to make the pastry is actually in the recipe. Okay, we just thought we'd fast track it a little bit by doing that ahead. And so now for the filling, so what do you want to start with for the filling here?
Okay, so for the filling, we're going to mix together the egg yolk.
Okay, I'll be your sous chef.
So we've got 6 eggs.
Yep.
Beaten there.
Okay,
and then we've got the 8 to 9 passion fruits. That's about 150 grams of passion fruits.
Gosh, so 8 to 9 passion fruits actually just produce that amount of juice.
Exactly.
I mean, that is quite hard. And I saw you earlier, you were rubbing them through a sieve.
Exactly. So I put it through a sieve, and I kept some of the seeds.
Yeah.
But mostly you don't really want the seeds, you want the juice.
Okay. Passion fruit always reminds me of Kenya.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, reminds me of the coast.
I love it, yeah.
So do you literally just mix these together then?
Yes, so what we're doing is we're whisking the eggs, the cream, the stevia.
Yep.
So we'll put the eggs in. Then we need the cream. That was the 130 mils of double cream.
Okay, let me move that over there and then we can get a nice close up of what's going into the bowl. So the double cream, should I pop that in?
Yes, pop that in.
Okay.
And then next we're putting the stevia.
Yeah, do you normally cook with this?
I do.
I like it. I mean, it's got a slightly bitter taste if you use too much, I find.
Yes, definitely. I find also stevia is great, but also monk fruit extract doesn't taste, doesn't have that bitter taste as much. But yes, I do use it a lot. And
okay, so this is being used really instead of sugar.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's the sugar substitute. Shall I add that in?
Yeah, add that in.
Okay. And it's probably about half the amount that you'd normally use of sugar anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly. It is so sweet.
You use sometimes less than half because it's very, very strong, but with 0 calories.
Yeah.
So next we're going to put the cardamom.
Okay.
So that's a teaspoon of cardamom powder.
So this has just been crushed, these little pods. Put those in. That gives it that nice kind of slightly Persian-y, Middle Eastern flavour.
Exactly. You just need a little bit, but that's a lovely strong flavour.
Yeah.
And then we just whisk it together.
Okay, I'll leave the expert.
Oh, we haven't added the passion fruit yet, so we add that.
Passion fruit as well. Great. So it's really simple actually.
It's very
just,
simple.
You know, you weigh out your ingredients, mix it all together to make your filling.
Exactly.
And then it will all cook.
So what we're doing.
And then it makes almost, it's a bit like a lemon tart, only it's like a passion fruit.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Kind of like a curd almost, it looks like. Okay, we just want to mix that till it fully combines.
Great. Do you need a spatula, or will you just pour it in, do you think?
Yeah, a spatula might be useful actually.
Yeah, I'll find one. I'll find one while you whisk.
Okay.
It's always tricky working around somebody else's kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. That's fully mixed in, and
okay.
what we want to do is pour that into the pastry case.
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Shall I do all of it?
All of it. Yes. If it gets too full, should be all right.
Great, no, that's perfect. You don't actually even need a spatula.
Exactly.
How about that? So now what are we going to bake that?
You bake that so at 160 degrees fan for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, okay.
Yes.
So we shall do this and then we shall bring out the cooked version. So here we have one that Alice did earlier. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it looks so amazing. So that's all cooked. That's like a sort of cooked lemon tarty.
Exactly, like a cooked passion fruit tart.
Yeah,
Exactly.
delicious.
It's so delish.
So should we decorate it? Because
Yes.
obviously we've got a really special way in the magazine of presenting it.
So this is how the magazine does it.
Okay, let's see whether we can get close to that.
Yeah.
So you've got dried rose petals.
Exactly, so we've got dried rose petals around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps we'll control my hands.
Okay. And the dried rose petals, these are actually culinary ones that you can find in supermarkets. I wouldn't use florist petals because you just don't know what they've been sprayed with, but obviously if you've got garden petals and you're able to dry them, brilliant. Do you know, that dark pink looks so great against the orangey yellow.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Such
Beautiful.
great colour. And the flavour obviously is really good.
Mm.
And then we've got pistachio nuts.
Exactly, so finely chopped or roughly chopped pistachio nuts, and that we'll put around the edge as well.
That's also giving really nice crunch, so you get that lovely texture as well.
And again, a nice contrast.
Yeah, as well as the flavour.
Okay.
And then we do have, right in the middle, we do have some beautiful pink rose petals, and we have picked these this morning from the garden. So these are lovely garden ones, so you could use dried ones if you wanted, but if you happen to have some homegrown ones or you know where they're from, do you want to do the honours with some of those? I have given them a little shake just to make sure that there's no inhabitants that's going to come out. But it is really pretty.
Stunning.
I mean, the colours there are just
Beautiful.
really, really pretty.
My favourite flavours.
Yeah, I just love that kind of Middle Eastern vibe as well. And then there's a finishing touch, isn't there? Do you want to do that?
Yes.
You can do the honours with a little bit of icing sugar.
Yep, so just put a little bit of icing sugar in the sieve. And just very lightly, it comes out quite fast.
Look at
Sprinkle
that.
it over.
Looks absolutely sensational, Alice. It looks very chefy. Very,
It's a lovely
very
recipe.
professional. Thank
It's a lovely
you.
recipe.
There is one more stage that we can do, and that is the pistachio cream to serve with it, which I definitely think is worth showing you because it is really good. So if you've got a whisk there, haven't you? Should we plug that one in? So this is basically double cream. Just plug that in over there. Do you want to do the whisking? Because we've got double cream.
Sure. So we've got double cream, a teaspoon of icing sugar.
Yep.
And I've got 2 tablespoons of pistachio paste.
Pistachio paste. I actually had to get that online, so you know you may be lucky if you've got a great deli or somewhere near you. So a teaspoon of icing sugar.
Yep. Roughly.
Roughly. That'll be fine. Like that.
And then the pistachio paste.
Pistachio paste. Look at that for a colour. I mean that is quite amazing, isn't it? So yeah, so you can get that. You can find that online. It's a fairly easy thing. Does that go in, or do you want to whip the cream first?
That goes in.
Okay. Honestly, the flavours.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. Great. So you can whisk, and
Okay.
I get to lick the spoon.
I'll definitely be making this again.
I'm going to teaspoon out.
And you don't want to over whip cream. It's quite easy to over whip, and then it can separate. So just once you have stiff peaks, don't try and overdo it.
Yeah, especially in the heat.
Yeah. So we'll just test it.
Oh yeah, stiff peaks.
Yeah.
Well done. So I'm going to put that in a serving bowl just to go as an accompaniment, and then I think do we pop a little bit of
We just sprinkle some pistachio nuts. And that's
great. Just pop that in the bowl there. Try that. Oh, that is great.
looks amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. So there you have it. Fresh from the magazine. The rose, cardamom and pistachio. Passion fruit tart with pistachio cream with my special friend, Alice. Thank you so much for being with me in my kitchen, and you will find details in the link below. If you make it, leave a comment. Let us know how you get on. See you next time.